हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू सुप्रीम स्टेनो क्लासेस। अभी मैं जो है द हिंदू एडिटोरियल से पैसेज देने जा रहा हूँ। जो भी बच्चे खास करके एसएससी, एएसआईसी, एफडबलएसआई वगैरह जैसे एग्ज़ाम का तैयारी कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, उनके लिए काफ़ी हेल्पफुल है। और जो बच्चे केसी को 100 WPM पे लिखते हैं, वो बच्चे एडिटोरियल को ज़्यादा इजी वे में लिख पाएंगे, क्योंकि उनके लिए थोड़ा इजी होता है। जो बच्चे 80 पे लिख रहे हैं तो उनके लिए मेरा सजेशन है कि कृपया आप जा करके यूट्यूब के जो स्पीड का होता है वहाँ से स्पीड को डिक्रीज कर लीजिएगा और उसके बाद इसको लिखने का ट्राई कीजिएगा। ये आपके क्या करेगा कि फिर प्रोफिशिएंसी को बढ़ाने में काफ़ी हेल्प करेगा। तो ये मेरी तरफ से एक सजेशन है। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं। बी रेडी। 5 सेकेंड। स्टार्ट। There cannot be the slightest doubt that the dramatically engineered dismissal of the Telugu Desam government in Andhra Pradesh led by Mr. N.T. Rama Rao and the patently partisan conduct of the governor in relation to the competing claims have dealt a severe blow to democratic practice and institutions. If, in the aftermath of the unjust act, the political situation in the state becomes even more murky, it is the center and those who have gone along with it in this political destabilization game who must bear the responsibility. Why and how Mr. Ramarao put himself in a position where his opponents could effect such a coup involving the walking away of a sizable section of his ministers and MLAs is a matter that bears critical examination. But that is not the real issue now. That the film star turned politician, even in his currently frail conditions, recovering from major heart surgery, is not going to take this laying down is clear from his march with his legislative supporters to the Raj Bhavan and his gesture of courting arrest in the company of opposition leaders. How will popular opinion respond to being cheated through such methods of the results of the overwhelmingly decisive electoral verdict of January 1983? The developments of the next few days could have a substantive impact on the behavior of those MLAs who are vacillating between the two camps. The response should certainly be revealed in the Lok Sabha elections that are around the corner. Mr. Ramarao has claimed the support of well over the number of Telugu Desam MLAs and others, including 9 belonging to the two communist parties required in a House of 295 to run a majority government as demanded by the Constitution. All or an impressive number of them accompanied him in the march on the Raj Bhavan. Deplorably, he has not been allowed to the opportunity to present his legislative supporters before the governor, let alone demonstrate his majority on the floor of the elected assembly. Instead, Mr. Ram Lal, the former Congress Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, who was made to resign that office under a cloud in April 1983, has chosen to declare himself satisfied that Mr. Rama Rao lost his majority, and on the basis of this determination has asked the man leading the revolt, Mr. Nandela Bhaskar Rao, to form a ministry. The basis of this determination is unexplained, arbitrary, and unjust. What next? Qualitatively, in a constitutional sense, the center's action in Andhra Pradesh is worse than the steps taken some weeks ago to topple the National Front government of Dr. Farooq Abdullah in Kashmir. However deplorable that development was, the fact was that Dr. Abdullah could not, before he was dismissed, demonstrate physically he had the number of MLAs to hold his majority. Mr. Rama Rao, on the other hand, has still a powerful claim to legitimacy and majority status in that his letter to the governor contains a request of physical verification in the presence of the secretary of the legislative department of his supporters and is accompanied by a signed list of 149 Telugu Desam and 19 other MLAs pledging their support to his ministry. Before that, he offered correctly to prove his majority in an assembly session as early as on August 18. This means it is open to him to rally his followers and the people and defeat the Congress sponsored ministry of his erstwhile finance minister on the floor of the assembly as soon as it meets. If that happens, it will expose the toppling game, make the governor's action appear that much rose, and make the authors of the calculation look foolish indeed. The expectation evidently is that with Mr. Bhaskar Rao in the saddle and in a position to attract MLAs through offers of office and in various other ways, there should be no problem in mustering the minimum legislative support. If this happens, it would be most unfortunate. It would appear to legitimize methods and consider actions that should be ruled out of democratic court, and it would tend to vindicate in the short term the politics of destabilization. One must hope for the sake of democracy and the nation that Mr. Rama Rao, for all his faults as a chief minister and the arbitrary style and course that permitted such an impressive strength to be cut by major political defection, can keep his numbers within and outside the state assembly. It is a test not merely for his fighting qualities as a leader but also for those who claim to be in politics for the sake of their प्रिंसिपल्स स्टॉप. सो गाइज ये डिक्टेशन था. होप सो आप अच्छे से तैयारी कर रहे हो, अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और यदि आपकी कोई क्यूरीज है तो कमेंट कीजिए ताकि मुझे मोटिवेशन मिले, आपको अच्छा से अच्छा और ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीके से डिक्टेशन को प्रोवाइड कर सकूं ताकि आपको वो हेल्प करे आपके स्किल एग्जामिनेशन में और आपको जॉब लेने में. थैंक यू.